Right, welcome back to the museum series. I'll get rid of the frame counter, I shouldn't need it. You might just notice if you look where the frame counter was and just a shot up better. You can see I put the Roy's little indicator he sent me, which shows the year and the month. I'll put that in here as well. Now this is the Model D. Now I had come down here a couple of days ago and just checked it out, got it started, and we're going to drive it home, and we're going to try and do some mowing with it. Don't want to run right over there. I use the American expression, that's soccer field. Oh, I hate that word. But then again, I'm afraid a limey. So we go onto the freeway, I think that's what they call them. Well, the main road is what I know it as. And we'll just take this back, just put it onto cruise. This is a John Deere Model D. This is one that Darren found, and he's done a little bit of work on it to make it a bit more usable. It's not perfect, but we'll give this one a try. It is getting to be a real community effort, this map. We've got the map itself, which is the Merman Museum edition by Darren, which he converted his own map just to make it easier to use as the museum, which I thank him for immensely. It's a great bit of work, mate. We've got stuff that Doc has found on here. We've got Roy's year and month indicator, because when seasons first started, now before it's released, as you might well know, I was in fairly close to the start of it. I managed to join the promotions team, and I'm still in there. I'm still in the special locked off bit of their Slack, which is where they take all the faults you find, and that is, if you search out their Slack channel, I think it's on all their stuff anyway, where it is on their internet site. Oh, I wish I could talk today. It's just too damned hot. There's one locked away just for us on the promotions team, and I'm proud to be part of that. It's been a funny ride, this. And when they first started, they were using months. Then they decided it's better not to, because it's going to get rather complicated. But I personally prefer it with months on, because where it says mid-spring, it would have gave the month originally. Well, I don't think we're going to need to worry about the speed limit. And I don't think there's any no, there's no indicators, no beacons, so I can't actually warn anyone. There's lights on there. Let's have a look at the lights. Well, there should be lights on there. No, hold on. To click something I shouldn't have done. Let's get rid of that again. Oh, unless they're on something else on here. Let's have a look, see if it tells you. There may not be lights on here, of course. It may not be working. Just check. The horn, that's quite a meaty horn. Alright, well, let's get back into the seat. See if we've got anybody following us. No, we're alright. Now, if this doesn't work too well, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get that other Fiat crawler out, the Fiat Agri crawler out again, and I'm going to put that on the entrance to the museum, on that one side of the entrance, and I'm looking for I'll find another old tractor to put the other side. They don't have to work as long as they've got no major errors, and I don't think this has. No, look at that, clean as a whistle. Now, so what I'm going to do next is do a little bit of mowing. I don't know if I've got the rake yet. I've got so much stuff I've got to get down there, but Darren has actually done it so I can reset things to the museum. No. He asked about that before and I said no, but thinking about it makes more sense, because I wanted to do a lot of this running around picking things up, but we should have done most of that now. I've got a few more, another combine I may well, but in another class. Yeah, I know, it's another class. It's the Matador. I'm going to be using that on another map anyway, but I may bring it in here as well as the class we've got. And of course the John Deere tail behind harvester. I haven't put much other stuff into the field yet. I'm going to have to get down and do that fairly soon. I will set up one episode which is about everybody working, as many tractors as we've got. Mind you, I don't think we got that many. We only got a couple of seeders. It's a bit low on my headphones. I'm just going to stop for a moment and just put the sound up. I think I've got that set down again. Yeah, we are. I've been watching. That's better. Let's load my headphones out, but me. Without putting my volume up to my headphones. I'm watching a lot of the World Cup at the moment. This is done about 2-3 weeks ahead, so England's playing today. This is Tuesday the 3rd of July, and England are playing tonight. Let me just open up one of these, and look at that people there. Look at them. It's marvellous. And you can see the mower here. I had it delivered, and I'll just come out and just drop this down again. Well, getting close enough to hit the trigger. So I don't know how well this tractor. I haven't really used this a lot. Darren let me have this quite a while ago. I think that's on another map, I'm not certain. I haven't really used it, so. Well, it hooks up anyway. Now it should be. Well, just go forward. This thing doesn't like reversing. I also got the forward sickle mower. Now we get this in position, and we just do a square. Yeah, I'm not going to do a lot of this. No, let's see if we can get this right. X unfold, B to turn on. And that's quite a loud beast, as you can hear. I'm just going to turn it down the ears again now. And it just drops straight down anyway. So we'll just go around and don't know how far, about 70, it doesn't seem too far out. As you can see, it works. It's mowing. We come across about here. And I want to put some down. I'm going to do some to bar for hay. This is going straight in to the silage fermenting silo. Now, I don't think I've actually put any fertiliser on this, so it won't be that brilliant. The amount we get off of it be enough for what we want. Just got to keep an eye out for people wandering about. Don't really want to take the legs off. That is bad for business, you know. We'll do one this way, then I'm going to turn it around and we'll drive in the bit we're already cut. Oh, it cut up, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Oh, yes. Yeah, I think there is some here. This doesn't look too good. Well, at least it's cutting. Let's see. I don't think this lifts. That doesn't. We have to turn off. Now we turn around and go into the bit we're cut. We're right and see if we have got anything. It doesn't look like there is a lot here. But of course, you have to remember, I'm doing things that I don't think Darren originally, when he made this map, expect anybody to be mad enough to try and farm the museum. Didn't know me too well. And all you can do with a lot of this old stuff is just go around in circles. You can't go up and down because it just won't work properly. Trying to keep an eye on how far we've got. I'm not going to do as I did on Blickling and change the texture of the grass. I like this texture. It's just that on Blickling I was doing a lot of grass and it was quite hard to see where I'd been. Now I have done this before. I've done this on 15 because I used these sickle bows a lot on 15. Now you may wonder, just to get into the story a bit, how this is actually working, because it's been standard for a long time. Whereas, well, we've been working on and off for a few weeks now. We took a tanker of juice down there, filled it up with juice, and of course this cranks over. Well, you see me button push it for this, but it actually cranks over properly. With a hand crank you just turn it over by hand. This is still, this of course is a slightly lighter model than the Model I, as you'd expect. This is meant to be a Model D. I don't know the designations of John Deere. John Deere's not really a tractor. I took the motors off. That's going to upset a few people, all you John Deere fans. But I do like these old twin cylinder beasties. This actually is working quite well, this piece. I'm not, probably ought to really have a look at it outside. I'm not certain we're actually picking up any grass. We will. Sean is picking up. I can't see where it's lying it down again. It's like a lot of these things that have been converted from 13 or even 11 on. Some of them are shown the age. I know that the Cars Night says that his Model I is showing its age, and it was on 15, but he couldn't be bothered to do it up, and it's only really a lot of forcing by people who love his stuff that made him convert the whole lot over for 17. Well, it's cutting, so I just can't see the stuff. Well, we try. I think what we're going to do is just check it is actually cutting grass here. If not, we'll have to turn one of the fields inside it into a grass field. But this one's cutting anyway, because we don't want people walking about in their best shoes, especially if we get a bit of dew on the grass or some rain, and it looks like we're due for some rain fairly soon. But it's going to be nice most of the time. This is actually using the geo that Darren added into the map. It's actually built into the map. I haven't got any old geo running. Actually, most of you know my favourite is my It's the Wales one, or my converted Wales one, which I'm not going to release because I haven't done it very well. It's just a little bit of fun. Oh, and because the Ukraine Geo is brilliant with Sauce Knot, and that's by Dark Dirty Track the Doctor on PCSG. And if you're using Synoptica Knot or Synoptica Knot Extreme, that's the Geo for you. You will find it's more detailed in so much that you cannot. Oh yeah, I can see the grass now. It's a showing there. Just because you don't see much, because it's only a very narrow cut. This thing. Yeah, I was talking about the Synoptica Knot or your Ukraine Geo. It's a brilliant bit, a lot more detailed than a lot. They've changed a lot of the growing states as well as the weather. You'll find that barley and wheat have, which they do in real life, certainly in Britain anyway, have different germinating temperatures. Only a degree or so different, but they're still different. You may find yourself able to plant one but not the other. And some people, I know, said, is that right? Yes, it is. There's about 3 or 4 degrees Celsius difference between them. I almost use centigrade, it's not centigrade anymore. Right, we should have a, I don't know if I brought the forage wagon, the self-loading wagon up there yet, but we have one, and it's a Russian jobby. I used it on Watts, so you will have seen it if you watch all my output. But this is a chance to bring a lot of the stuff together which I've used on other maps, and some of the stuff is going to be used on other maps anyway. I've got a new series starting on Cavalier Roy's latest map. Well, I've got 2 series starting on that map. One is a challenge which I set myself to try and actually, with the equipment it gives and not doing forestry, trying to make money. Well, not so much equipment it gives, but with vanilla or DLC equipment to try and make a living at it. And it's hard, it's very hard, and also boring to watch. I will warn you that I won't be doing episodes of that every week, but I'm going to intersperse that with his latest map. You should have already seen, because they should have been up by now. Plant more conventionally, but using a lot of older equipment. Oh, I think we're just about done here. I ain't too bad now. See what we've got here. We've got much. I'm not expecting to get a lot of yield off this. It hasn't been fertilised. And you can see bits on mist here, but right, one thing you don't do is this thing's reverse it. Well, that works alright. No, I think the rake, if we've got the rake this side, whoa, I'll just leave that. I'm going to leave that here. And we'll have a closer look at it. Put the torch on. See, it's a bit flat, the textures. But it's not bad. And then again, a lot of these were converted. I don't know where this one started. I've got a feeling that where I started was looking at either 11 or 13. It certainly didn't start at 15, because it wouldn't have been quite so flat a texture. Anyway, let's not find fault with it. It works. No, I want to just see if I already got the rake here anywhere. Now I'm going to use, if we got it, we must probably use the SOB rake, because I know that works. Yeah, here we are. It is here somewhere. So we'll have a look, see where. First, find your rake. Oh, by the way, you might be a bit upset to know I've managed to kill what animals there was on the main farm, because I haven't fed them. It looked like the chickens needed feeding and I haven't done it. I just had word that we killed a whole load of chickens off. Now let's see if that's down here. No, it should be in here. No, it must be here then. If that's down there, I'm going to reset that one to here. I'm not going to go back for that. I don't think you might see me. Well, you might want to see me go back. Just go and find it. Oh, we still didn't took this off the wash pad. And we're still going to put these back. Yeah, there's a lot of work I still got to do. Well, I haven't got round to just removing part of that hedge, just so I can see. One of the reasons I did the grass I did, cause in Britain, of course, we'd have a hedge close up to the edge there, so you first cut your tractor would be the field side, and once you got that cut down, turn round and drive on the bit you already cut. I hope they're doing well in the shop. Here we are, it's the rake, and you see me use this a lot of times. Now that's just a drag. Right, gotta use that Model D again, I think. Give that a proper look, go out. Drop that off. Let it start up. And I do like when they don't start up all at once. It does make it slightly more realistic. We'll try and get the whole thing of this done, I think, in this episode. It might probably take us around 3/4 an hour, I would have thought. Because this series is going to be slightly longer episodes than what I normally do. I got a feeling that Darren thought this wasn't going to come out. Oh, look at that. Oh dear. And we can't put a weight on the front. It's too heavy for it. Yeah, too heavy on the hitch. Right. Fair enough. We'll take that off. And we'll back this up in here. Really ought to go next to the other Model D, other John Deere, but well, that one works. So we'll find something else will take that. Now, I have had problems with this rear hitch. Now I wonder if oh, not the hitch, but the 3-point. Now I wonder if the hitch is better on this. It may be the tools I was using with it, but let's see if this will work on here. I haven't really used this one yet, and I want to use them all. Right, let's see. That's better. Now, which way does... I'm going to have to come up with a cab to sort out which side this thing throws. I think we're right. Are we right this way around? Well, we'll soon find out. Let's try it. Yep, we're right this way. Right, so we'll do this. Now I used this quite a few times as well, this particular rake. I've got those bobs, hay bobs to run as well, and we'll try one of those soon. Possibly on the hay, because if we want to turn it, and we know that the SOB tether no longer works. Something was done on what must have been one of the patches on the actual base game, and it made it not work anymore. Alright, what we'll do is we follow us doing, and we just keep building into a bigger and bigger windrow. You see it's not a very big windrow here. We will have to fertilise this bit properly. I take it we'll take fertiliser. Let's have a look. Oops. No, don't. Oh yes it will, there it is, it is taking fertiliser, so we'll fertilise that up fully. So we missed most of that on that corner. Never mind. What we will do with any silage we make, we won't be using it on the farm, on this museum. We will send it up when we get enough up to the BGA, and we'll have fun with that big wheel loader. Either I might just take it up, pull it on possibly the MAN track, let's get it right. And we will use the MAN with the bucket on to put it into the thing. We do it properly. Once we get enough silage, we're going to want 10,000 litres, I would have thought. See what it's looking like now. Quite a sandy soil here. I'll slow it down a bit and put it on the cruise. Not quite that much else. I think we can do 6. Oh, we're going to do 7. Alright, fair enough. Have it your way. Yeah, it looks like it's at 3 point on some certain implements it doesn't like. It's holding them too high, not dropping them further enough. Yeah, it's probably for people who know about these things, probably simple to change, but I took one look at the code and thought decided no, we'll leave well alone. But the hitch is trust me, but the hitch is good. As my allergies kicking in, give me a dry throat, and I had itchy eyes the last few days, but at least the medication on there stopped the worst of it. Yeah, it's a farmer's hay fever. Not good. I think we can get down and just put this into one. Into one windrow. Normally what you do is you go up one side of the windrow one way and come back the other side of it and just to make a decent windrow. You wouldn't be building up like I'm building this up. It's just it's so little off it. We'll see better when we get some straw. We will be baling stuff, and I'll be playing around with small bales. I'm hoping that whatever upset the tether hasn't upset the SOB John Deere tail behind baler. Well, some of the old tail behind, aren't there? What to do is turn into this again. A couple of 3 more passes should do it. And we'll pick up the cover wagon. In fact, I already took a screenshot, didn't I? Oops. I'm just getting rid of the yes, you idiot. You managed to stop that as well. Oh, who's helper Sam? I'll come down here again on this one. Switch it on again. We can straight across here. I was actually going to get rid of all this stuff. I must hit the wrong key. I'm getting good at that. This just engages and disengages to drive this particular brake. Very simple operation. I think we got it. Should have a look at it. That is a nice model. Right. In here somewhere, one of these levers will disengage and engage the drive, and the drive will come off one of these wheels back here. Let's see if we can see which one. Oh, it comes off both by the looks of it. I don't. Can't see actually how it works, but it looks like it drives off these somehow. Ah, I think I see. Does that run against the front? Who knows? Actually, we get in and close in and then just no, it's not. None of that's animated. Never mind. Right, let's get rid of this. Should really put that sickle mower up somewhere safe. I'm just going to move us alongside the chickens. I do that. Leave that there. Now then, next question is: have we got? And if we're so, where is it? It's in a lot of what we've got on here. There's the hay bob. And we will be using that. Ah, this. So you've seen this before. I have used it before, and I know it works. It's just a matter of where is it, and what is it classed as. We will get there. Well, it's not a class. It must be classed under. Here we are. And where is it? Oh, that's back there, and also we'll reset that here. I'm not going to drive back for it. We will be doing it so soon. Now, what shall we hook up to that? Let's have a look. Don't run into the blade. As you know, I do like this Fiat. It's 120C. I don't like I've got much of dirt skin on, but by golly, I do enjoy that. Well, this is the beastie. Hooks up there, just a towel. I doubt if the Model D can do it. Let's see if it gives how much, what power it needs. All the wagons, very loading wagons. There we are, loading wagons. 50. What we got? What has got 50? We know JCB can. 230. Take that somehow. If it has, I'm not going to use it for that. 50, 45. No, these two can. Bit doubtful. The Model D slightly less doubtful. Not a hope. Right, then let's pick one out at random. I'd like to use that. In fact, I will. We'll see if that will pull up. I haven't got more realistic on, so it's not going to matter so much. About the part requirements. And one thing I like about this C45, it gives a good impression when you're driving of the weight of the machine, and not all of them do. This definitely seems heavy, and it would be several ton a single way. Right, we turn it around, and we will get the screenshot, I think, of doing this, and we'll get everything set up. Take a screenshot before we actually start doing it. So that out, that out. How about that? Oh, and there's some people in the background. There we are. We got a screenshot. I'm always happy when I got my screenshot. Right. Now then, we've got to see what we need to do with it. Now, I'm not certain. It must be this. It shows it on the wrong end. Right, so it's turn on wagon. Right, what we do is we look at it from here. So that's all working. And not telling me it's got ain't got enough power. We'll soon find out when we lower the pickups lowered. There's a, can't actually see it lowering, but it says it's lowered, and it's funny it shows it in front, but I think it's a little bit how this has been done. Right, so let's get back to the... No, we'll stay out of cab. Oh, I don't think it's quite got enough, has it? Oh, it's going to be a touch and go whether this has got enough to actually run it. So it's quite realistic. We're 5 horsepower under what we need for this. There it goes, picking it all up. Doing a good job too. This is Russian, this thing. Doesn't look as neat as say the Pottinger Euro Boss or any of the others, but it works. And now we've got going, it's now starting to pick up speed. It's now at full speed. Alright, let's see if we can pick some of this other up we missed. We've got time. And we do the final bit of this. We will weed this next to bring up the second level of fertilisation. You can see on this it keeps the whatever you pick up on the move all the time. It's another nice tool this to use. I had the sort of motorcycle type idea, the trike idea, but I didn't like that a lot. This I do like. And not to say there's anything wrong with the trike, but this is just more satisfying to use. Whether this tractor could pull up if it got fully loaded, it holds I think around 11,000 litres. Just do this, and I think there's still a bit on the other side we missed. But actually, I might use something like this on a more modern farm. No, I think we got it all. Anything we missed now, we're missed, so we'll lift the pig up. We'll get back in the cab now and we'll make our way to the ferment and silage silo, and I'll get another chance to drive the Ursus. Possibly my favourite, although you'd never guess it, was my favourite of the old timers. And that is Martin Pont. I have to thank for that. He found it. He's like me, he never knows where he gets stuff from, but I took one. I watched this video, stopped at the appropriate bit, got all the details I could off him, and done a Google search and found it. As I said several times, the moment I found it, I realised there was something dreadfully wrong, that it just went too quick. Oh, there we go, we'll just tip that in there. See, the whole back lifts up. I'm not certain how it gets out of there, but you can see if we turn this on, the whole bottom revolves. It's quite a complex bit of machinery. Let's have a closer look at that revolving. Can we? No, I don't think we can quite see, but it looks like there's. It looks like it should tip it when it goes. That's for that front door, isn't it? I reckon. Or back door. Mind you, the back door doesn't. There's no collision on this. On any of it. So you can't climb all over it. But it works. Oh, I see, yes. That's all these chains. And Marin, do they? Well, the chains themselves don't revolve, but all the sprockets revolve, eh? And you really have to look close to notice that the chains ain't moving. I honestly think this is well done. Just turn that off. No, I think I've got to pick up the weed. I don't. No, I did bring the weed to turn here. Well, I'm going to just leave this to one side for now. We'll put everything back, all the toys back later. We'll just have a quick look at this fermenting silo. It's just a standard. Well, I'm not certain whose this one is, to be honest. This one I use quite a bit. And I've done on 15 as well, on smaller farms. I think it tells you somewhere. I think. Oh yeah, here. It's got 9% full of grass. And it was just turning the silage. Right. Next, last bit. Last part of this procedure. I think it's under tools. I think I bought it. There we are. Where is it? Yeah, it's on the farm, right. That's a 3-point job, so we need to find a tractor with a 3-point. And we just weed the grass to get an extra fertilisation level on. I'm going to use the weeder on all the plots. Don't want too much power, but we do want some with a. Oh, it's got a 3-point. We use this. There it goes. And just got to find out what I've done with it. In theory, I should have left it over this side, but I've got to watch out I don't run into any of these good folks. I think there's two versions of this MAN. There's one which is very popular, stupidly popular, not there. And then there's this one which is about right at about 48. I think it's about 46, 48 horsepower. There we are. There's the weeder. I found it. Oh dear, we've got to get in between all these. It's low level exhaust on this. It's not often you see that on a tractor. There's the old cat. Must have a cat on the farm. Keep an eye open where everybody is. And we just do this, and we have had completed another set of tasks. Next time we get down and do some planting. I think I might even plant the potatoes in next time. I'm going to try off screen to put a lot of the other crops in, because unless you actually want to see me plant every crop. There is a lot of visitors about this. This is proved to be very popular. I'm a bit nervous about coming out here. It doesn't matter which way around we go, it's just a case of dropping it in, and we come out of the cab and you can see what it should actually be changed. No, it should be adding the fertilisation level to it. We'll soon find out whether it is or not. We'll do a couple of laps and have a look. Oh yeah, you can see it's gone slightly darker. Yeah, it's going darker, so it should be working. Let's have a look now. We should have round here now. I can't see because that's in the way. So I think it's working. And I don't know how this is, if this is set as a field or just a straightforward meadow. Well, if it's set as a meadow, you shouldn't have got the fertilisation cutting this stuff, so it should be working. And we will, for the final bit of this, we will fertilise it, just some ordinary artificial. What I'll do is I'll go down the end here and come back up again. Well, I think looking at the time, we're done. Coming to 15 minutes, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not subscribed, how about subscribing? Also, if you have some mods, not having to use craploader.net, because I refuse to use them unless I'm absolutely forced, please post me a link. Links are perfectly acceptable in my comment section. Just don't take advantage of it. I might have to turn off allowing you to post links, but I know my subscribers wouldn't push it too far. Also, I don't mind if you have got a channel and you want to give it a bit of publicity, feel free to put your link in there to your channel, either YouTube or Twitch. The more the merrier. I'm not in this to make money. I'm not in this to boost my ego too much. I'm in this just to have fun and to hopefully help more people have fun. In some respects, by showing different ways of playing the game. the last thing I will ever want to do is do the cultivate, sow, fertilizer, harvest, cultivate, sow, fertilize, harvest. I don't want to go that way. Let's have a look, see now. Can't see where we are while we're there. No, don't look like we are on this one. That's here where we can't figure out where we are. No, that's over there. Ah, this bit is meadow. This isn't. This is just ordinary grass. So this one won't fertilise anyway. Forget all that. Anyway, yes. Any other comments and all that? Feel free to post them. Yes, I'm on ordinary grass, which is once cut anyway, and the actual meadow is here. This is the meadow. Don't know if you. Just a matter of will it? Not certain about will here because it's should only be first stage. So it should take. Let's have a look. I'm just fascinated to see. No, don't. They may be set as meadows, in which case that won't make any difference at all. Right, with that I think it's Maven saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.